Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently Thursday, September 13th, 2012, and this is Day 9 Daily number 499, where we learn to be a better gamer. And I have all sorts of apologies to give to you today. First off, today's topic is I'm just going to play 3 games on the ladder. Yay! Kind of a cop-out daily, I would describe it as. I got stuck in traffic. The work I was doing went too long today. I was doing work out of the house today, which is good because I'm in here a lot. But I got stuck in traffic and didn't have any time to prepare a topic, and so I'm just going to be kind of streaming. So I feel kind of bad because every pro player streams in North America and Europe and Korea, and all the casters stream and all the fun personalities stream, and a lot of other people stream as well. And I figured with that whole sea of streaming, just to have me be like, oh, I'll stream too, it's kind of cheap. I kind of like the idea of preparing a clear topic where I can be like, here is a thing. But in this circumstance, we don't actually know what's going to happen. Baka, baka, baka. So we'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing in laddering, so at the very least there's some compass to it. In very exciting news, subscriber monobattles, 6 p.m. PST this Sunday, Fun Day Monday, is going to be you submitting topics to me, where you will be torturing me. I have to do your whims and wishes and Hearts of the Swarm. If you want me to do things like play zoomed in all the way, just send it to Monday at day9.tv, and we'll have a fun old time. And last but not least, I have a second blog up about getting a job in esports. Definitely go to day9.tv, click on blog, as you might note, and this will help you just give an introductory. We have lots of links and stuff about how to get a job in esports, just some little bits of advice, things I've picked up along the way, as the goal of the blog is to respond to so many of your wonderful Webulous questions. Now, in the first blog, I was kind of an idiot, because I was like, if you have things to say, send it to feedback at day9.tv. Don't do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to comment in the blog. I couldn't, like 2 days later, I was like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm like too much on the just habit where feedback at day9.tv is where a lot of the feedback comes in, but just post on the blog. Great. So let's go ahead and ladder. I want to play some games. Playing's fun. I'll go ahead and move this window over here. Ha! Nailed it. So yesterday I was trying to do some Tempest-related things. Today I'm actually just going to be kind of playing in more of the way that I would normally play. And in doing this, it's important that we sort of think about how I would ladder and the things I think about. Most notably, there's something that I haven't really mentioned that's been driving me just crazy for the last 2 weeks. I have not even really been home for the last 2 months, let alone really gotten the chance to play with my mouse a lot. So what that means is that when I come back, my mouse accuracy's shit. And this makes me insane. This is like trying to push a button in the elevator and your finger just keeps going the wrong way. It makes me want to cry. So I think a lot of people have seen that I kind of tend to be a little twitchy with how I move my mouse. It's great if you have accurate mouse movement. It actually gets in the way, and I've had a lot of wasted APM. Actually, a lot of wasted APM. So I'm trying to focus on that, just trying to hone in my mouse a little bit more. I'm just hyper aware of it, and in fact, sometimes I'm thinking so much about trying to make my mouse be accurate that I just flub other things. And I'm sort of content with flubbing other things because it just drives me nuts. So that's one thing I'm going to be considering in this. My PvP, I'll be doing this Phoenix-based build, which I'm pretty comfortable with. I'd probably say that in PvZ, I'll be doing this Zealot Archon build that I'm trying to work the kinks out of. Protoss vs. Terran, I'm gonna try to do some normal-ish play, but quite honestly, that I've been experimenting so much in that matchup that I haven't done one build order enough in a row, so it's really weak. My PvT, I think, is just kind of awful. I would probably describe my PvP and PvZ as kind of mediocre. My PvP is probably the best of the 3, but I'm not going to be trying to do a lot of the Heart of the Swarm units. I'm going to experience some losses, and maybe there'll be times where I'll think, oh, a Heart of the Swarm unit would help me. But for the most part, I'm just going to be kind of trying to do some of the builds that I had done before and try to work on my mouse accuracy. A lot of my fundamentals have sort of like fallen out of my head, which is really bad. Is the sound working? I think I have music on as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, especially when I'm away for a long time, it's like the things like the muscle memory kind of fade out. So things like building probes normally should be automated. Even if you play 3 or 4 games a day, your hands will just start building the probes without your brain having to think about it. So that's another thing that's been pretty frustrating for me is I'm like, okay, make sure you're building probes, make sure you're building pylons, make sure you're building probes, make sure you're building pylons. And then I just get destroyed by an attack because I'm not watching the minimap, that sort of thing. Oh, one thing, there was a glitch in connecting to the servers today. So for some reason, I just wasn't able to go live. So I'm using a different method to stream. If it sounds good, can you give me a 1 or a 0? Give me a 1 or a 0. That'd be great if it just looks good. So, alright, cool. It sounds good. That's excellent. So the reason I point out all these things that I'm kind of like, ugh, they're real problems, is because these are the things that I'm actually trying to focus on. In general, the way that I do practice is I just think about what is it that I'm worst at right now, and that's going to be kind of what I'll try to focus on. And as that gets better, then suddenly what used to be my best thing will be my worst, and I'll just sort of chip that up. No matter what skill level I'm at, which right now I think it's probably not so great, no matter what skill level I'm at, I try to be consistently hard on myself for the most part. Like, let's just try to do it. So most of the other dailies, I'm very much like, you can do this, it's going to be great, here's a great way for you to steal the strategy, and this is what you can do to get better. But this is a lot more of, this is how I treat myself. So good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off this monitor so there's no light over there. We have Slush playing, so I'm playing in my worst matchup right now, but I'm just going to be doing a build that is pretty normal. Your standard sort of expand strategy. Uh-oh. Ah! Wait for the program to respond. Sometimes it does this. Come on. Alright, good. Oh. Alright, so things look good. See, like, for instance, this, how my mouse clicked here, that drives me insane. Like, oh, you see that? Where I'm clicking above there to rally? See, I'm trying intentionally to, like, whip my mouse hands, that way I get comfortable with it. But, alack, my mouse accuracy is literally driving me psychotic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, I gotta change this setting. F10, options, controls. This is a glitch that happens where... Okay, now I can pan my screen. I'll try to talk more after the game. For now, I'm going to at the very least try to do some degree of focus on the match itself. I've never played with the music on, by the way. Normally I play with music, but there's issues with YouTube, where if you upload something that has a bunch of music in it, it'll oftentimes just be like, nope, you can't do that. Alright, he's probably going to be opening Hellion against me. Oopsies.
We are one. You have not enough minerals. Stay tight. Justice. I am the heart. We are one with the shadows. You require my skills. Research complete.
I actually was kind of anticipating this not working, but looks like it did.
I am the voice.
This is a little bit late. I will build this here.
We stand as stay up. Not enough energy.
I'm getting a mothership core, but I don't actually know if that's any good.
You require. Command me. I am. Not enough energy. I am the voice.
See how I misclicked there on this probe to send him back? Really driving me insane.
The shadows.
Just sit there and die.
I am here in the shadows. Not enough energy. We are the
I guess I hotkey this to 0. Oops.
we cannot hold. You must place that in a power.
Whoops. Blunder. Oops. I don't know if what I'm doing is good against this composition really at all. But I'm gonna basically play this off fairly standardly. Whoops. Oh, that's so bad. I didn't. Something's going wrong here, is he? Well, that's certainly one of the wrong things. That happened when I was trying to hotkey, and this is what I'm talking about with my mouse accuracy driving me nuts. Starting to add on stalkers, don't know if it's correct or not, but I'm going to start stepping into the middle of the map. Oopsies. Oh! I think he's literally making only Warhounds, so I'm gonna go ahead and add on another one of these for more Immortals. I need some pylons out here. And some storm. Storm. Oh, don't do that. Oh, my mouse accuracy is so bad! Ah! This dude is making a lot of Warhounds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack from this side and then warp in here and hit this base. I also need a Dark Shrine. Technically, this is bad form to... I guess blink? I mean, it can't possibly be bad. Alright. Well, that shuts down my plans for that. I don't think I really need to worry too much about positioning of stuff.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's a lot of warhounds. Team, fall back! So, I have no idea if I'm in good or terrible shape. Alright, he's being a little bit disorganized, so that'll help, but... I don't know! Well... Well, you know... You know, I knew what he was doing. I mean, I have heard, and of course it makes sense on paper, that the Void Ray's what you do. But my instinct was like, nah, you know, let's hold off on going Void Ray or something like that, because it's pretty easy to just poop out some Vikings, and then there you go. Let's rewatch the game. I probably could have had some better army positioning. Alright, going back to the game. I don't think my execution was particularly horrific, but... Let's see. So I'm going to speed ahead, so... I wasn't going to change my build. I know on this map probably going Nexus first is safe every time. Well, probably like half the time, considering he can do that sort of engineering bay block stuff, but if I was to go early expand, I'd probably... The earliest I'd ever do it is just single Zealot expand, so I'm pretty content with that, so... This is where he said back off, macro game, and I was like, alright, cool. I don't disagree with that. It's no reason to be like, hey, Heart of the Swarm, let's kill him immediately. Rush only. This is kind of a common way people are going Warhound. They use the Hellions to control space, and they get the double factory up behind, because you can actually go double factory. Third command center you can get away with, so... this build is... Oh god, look at that probe, that's so bad. This is kind of like the Protoss strat du jour, as of late, with tighter timings, like this Twilight Council should have been 15 seconds earlier. But you get the single Colossus out, and this will help you deal with drops and that sort of thing, while you're getting the Zealot Charge upgrade. I'm about a minute behind with everything at this point in time. This should be closer to done. So, whether it looks smooth or not, I'm well aware that this is... I'm a little bit late here. So, kind of regardless of what he's doing, I'm kind of going, yeah... about that. Could I have attacked and killed this? This is an interesting idea. Normally, with this build that I'm doing right now, I take an expand, and because I have 8 gates, yeah, there's the 8th one. Because I have 8 gates, I can make a Warp Prism, and do the Warp Prism drop harass, and have a small amount of units to defend. Especially the Immortal and Colossus are going to help a lot against if he tries to counterswing. So Dot was the idea behind there. But yeah, I think this is probably my error in the game. I mean, a lot of people just point to the end and they're like, derp, Warpound, that's bullshit. But, I mean, he actually does not have, like, when he's taken the expansions... Yeah, when he's taken these expansions, he's only just gotten 5 factories up, so there's no way physically possible he can really have that much stuff. God, those things have a lot of life. And they start with 1 armor. Oh, what? Rat. I honestly, I don't know the composition to deal with against mech, so what I did is basically pretended that I wasn't against mech and did a build that's pretty straightforward. Took the center watchtowers because that's what you do. This is a big issue. When did I stop making probes? Okay, right around when I expanded, I guess I just quit the probe production. That's terrible! So this I was fine with. Can I be more aggressive versus warhounding players? My temptation is to just do something like, if I see someone going pure mech like this, to just instantly throw down some Stargates and go Phoenix, because Phoenix aligns well with everything else. Like, Phoenix can deal well with tech switches, it can deal with harass. Maybe I'll do that next time. I like the sound of that quite a bit, to be honest. Lift his whole damn army. Dude, I'm digging this soundtrack, for the record. The fact that he can produce out of that many factories constantly is pretty sick. Oh yeah, see, this is one of the reasons why I'm like, yeah, towards Void Rays. If he just starts producing some Vikings just automatically right now, I don't really know what I can do. So I like that comment. Yeah, God, I'm real light on probes. That's bad. That's bad. I got Blink because I was like, maybe I should get Blink. This was literally just a dirt move. This is just a sort of why not. I got the Templar because things do clump, and I knew that, especially if he does this like auto repair stuff, that I could swarm some. So I saw some SCVs, and I was like, nom 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 nom. And then I lost immediately. Yeah, I pulled back as fast as possible. Killed that at least. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Oh man. Is this the end? Also, that engagement was really bad by me. I should not engage there. I should have pulled way back. Like, what I should have done is pulled this existing army up here. Oh shit, completely forgot that there's an expansion here. Whoopsie daisies. I'm good at new maps. Yeah, I expanded here. I totally would have expanded there had I remembered it. Yeah, I should have pulled this way up here. And then... yeah, I guess warped in from this side and tried to engage here. Although he could have cut this way and then pushed up and I just lose all these buildings. No, but then I could have pulled down for a flank and swung in with these units there, so I'm kind of fine with that, but... God, that is hard to deal with. Probes just dutifully go off to work. That seems rough. And still had 39 Warhounds remaining. So, on one hand, I could just dismissively go Warhounds OP, but I'm going to assume that they're going to stay exactly the same. So what would I do to adjust? 3-gate robotics, maybe? Is there any answer that I have? Is there any answer I could possibly do? Perhaps throw in more Colossus. You know, maybe I'm just going light on the Colossus production. It's kind of like a little stylistic thing that you can do against a mid-game Marine Maraudering player. I mean, because... I think next time if I see this, I am going to go Void Ray. I'm just going to literally give that a shot. I feel like something can go really, really, really wrong if I go Void Ray. Just because I feel like he can make Vikings and then kill me. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the Void Rays are good enough, given the fact that he'll probably have to make Thors. I have plenty of time to identify it, so yeah, let's give that a shot. Also, I would throw out that if I'm going Void Rays, I'm probably going to be making less charge lots because it just doesn't make sense to have, like, charge lot Void Ray, I don't think. That doesn't sound right in my head. Probably something more Stalker Immortal focused, and maybe some charge lots. I'm going to give that a shot. So that's sort of the adjustment process I'm going through. I'm still noting other mistakes, like, okay, my pro production stops when I take my third. Better make sure I keep up with my pro production then. Some army positioning things. I'm getting a little too overeager and trying to engage. My recalls are kick-ass. And I need to be better about expanding. So, we just had a game. I'll try the Void Ray thing next time. I think that the opening that I did, though, is reasonable, especially against a meching player. I think that the only threat he could really throw at me is this early Warhound Hellion business, and I think I could probably hold it off quite easily. So I'm feeling pretty confident, and then I'll probably go for three base or 3-gate Void Ray, and continue to do this wall offing stuff. Is there any way I can do harassment? Yeah, I'll probably try to do some Warp Prism harassment since I have the successive gateways. Cool, now I have a plan for my next game. Ha! I didn't just go hit Fine Match. That's something I've been trying to make myself not do. I really like playing multiple ladder games in a row, but about 5 is when I make myself stop and be like, okay, let's think about these games and plan my adjustments. But cool, we have some adjustments planned. Hopefully I don't encounter the Warhounds again. And overall, though, even though I lost that game in kind of a silly way, I feel pretty pleased at the very least because I always just feel kind of ugh in PvT early on, and I got to kind of go through the motions of that build order, and it felt kind of good. Not fantastic. I was, again, about a minute late with everything, but good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a break, and when we come back, we're just going to play another game, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Hope you are enjoying the show.